All right, man. Here we go. Another debacle by these New York Knickerbockers. Knicks lose 122 to 102 to the Detroit Pistons, who were without Derrick Rose, without Blake Griffin, without Reggie Jackson, without a point guard.
Yep.
And got flat out destroyed. JL, so you want to give me your thoughts? You want me to start off, man? Where do we go, man?
I don't know, man. It's whatever you. I'm tight, though. I'm tight for many different reasons. I'm tight for so many different reasons, man. We were in the game. We were in the game to start. We was there. Frank and Mitch was holding it down defensively for us, and the luck changed when Mitchell Robinson went down with the elbow.
Mitch caught a nasty bow, man. Knocked him out clean.
Yeah. That's what all she wrote from then on. He was the only one who can really contend with the bulldozer down there.
Yeah, that was it. And obviously you knew Drummond was going to get his. Mitch was really our only hope at even trying to slow him down just a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah,
because at the time before Mitch was going down, it was tied, I believe. I think it was like 12-12 before Mitch went down.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just ballooned and we couldn't recover.
Couldn't recover at all, man. Go ahead, bro. Finish what you were saying.
Yeah, and it was a shame because it looked like Frank was playing well. He looked loose.
Yeah.
Mitch was playing well. He was grabbing up all the rebounds, preventing all these second chance points. But it just seems like everybody else was a step slow. Having Marcus Morris kind of guards Snell, he was like a step slow.
Bro, we had Tony Snell looking like Scottie Pippen out there. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man.
Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Like, this was a game. Again, there's no gimmies, man. But this was a game, Jay Ellis, where it was just like, man, if we don't get this, man, come on, man. What are we right now? If we can't get this game, Tony Snell averages 7 points per game, and he dropped 24 on us. He must be in the locker room right now like, thank you, Knicks, for getting me back on track. Thank you.
Yeah, man. It's like, everybody seemed like a step slow. They didn't like what was up with the transition defense tonight? Like,
my God, man. They were playing rec league cherry pick basketball. Every long rebound resulted in a transition bucket for Detroit, bro. Every time. Fizz counted 5. It was too much for me to even handle. It was too much for me to handle, man.
And that's why Frank ended up not getting taken out in the first 2 quarters because he was the only one playing.
Couldn't afford it.
Going down.
Couldn't afford it. We needed 4 Frank Ntilikinas and Mitch out there tonight because we could not afford to even give him a breather. The minute they took him out, we were down 9 points that quick.
It was amazing. It was amazing how many holes he was plugging up by himself with him and Mitch, and then him by himself when Mitch went down. It's like if we just needed one more confident defender
on the perimeter, man, we got killed.
Yeah,
man. The rotations were weak. The pick and roll defense was abominable. We were losing guys. We weren't stepping over the screens. The traps were getting defeated. Lousy rotations, and these guys just had free range. They shot 50% from 3 tonight. 50% from 3 tonight. Tony Snell was perfect from downtown.
And the crazy part is, if you looked at the offensive numbers from the Knicks, you would think we were doing well. Like, it's crazy because you look at Julius Randle shot 53%, Marcus Moore shot 50%, Mitchell Robinson 75%, Frank Ntilikina shot 71% from the field.
Honestly, it wasn't even the offense wasn't terrible tonight. The offense was not terrible tonight. They moved the rock in the beginning. They had good flow. They had good continuity. They had good pace. I thought Frank definitely had a hand in that. RJ had a hand in it. Julius came back to life. He was efficient with his offense. Mook came alive later on. It was abomination, man.
It was all about the defense, man. It was all about the defense. And the thing is, this is one thing I was worried about in the beginning of the season with the construction of this team is Mitchell Robinson is our
Is it, bro? Mitch is it, bro. Mitch is it.
And once we didn't bring Wooten on, I was a little worried because I'm like, yo, if Mitch goes down, then what? It's figuring. You saw what happened. Like, there was a lot of pick and rolls where Like we just needed an athletic big to break it up, and then we just lob it over the top.
We had no interior, man. Once Portis comes in the game, bro, I almost have to close my eyes because I'm telling you, man, like I said, nothing against the guy. He's a cool dude. Got a chance to meet him. We got to trade him, bro. We don't need him. We don't. I'm telling you, nine nights out of 10, we do not need Bobby Portis. Your three bigs, your three power forwards has to be Julius, Morris, and Kev. That's it. You don't need Portis. He's the same player. You know what I mean? You don't need him. We need defense. Taj alone is not gonna cut it. And I thought, I was hoping he would. I hope he overachieved in that regard. He had a couple bright spots tonight, but Taj alone is not going to cut it, man. We need interior defense.
Badly, man. Super
Trade Portis, man. Trade Portis, bro.
I agree with you, man. And then even with like this glut at power forward, maybe you have Morris backing up Randle or Randle backing up Morris to open some of that up sometimes. I like what Morris does on the defensive end sometimes, man. But like sometimes he's just too slow, depending on the matchup.
Right, but I mean, when you have him out there with Julius, it like I said, man, I don't know. I don't know where they go with it. I'm not sure where they go with it.
I was hoping too in the beginning. He starts off the game looking off his own shot and giving Mitchell Robinson an easy layup, and then it seemed like he just reverted right back to calling his own number. Yeah. Because
here's the turning point of the game, man. Here's the turning point of the game, and as soon as I seen this whole thing unfold, I poured up a glass of wine, bro, because I knew it was over. I already knew it was over just by the way the flow of the game was going, because while the defense was decent at spurts, we couldn't string together a couple good stops. Yeah. You know what I mean? We were never able to really go on a run, getting stops and coming back on the other end and executing. So I knew it was going to come down to this play here. And that was the flagrant foul on Julius Randle, bro.
Man.
We were down 2 points with 8 minutes to go. Markeith splashes the three. Okay. First off, we'll blame Julius for the foul. Terrible instincts. Terrible IQ there. You can't make that. You can't foul him there.
Nope.
Okay? But then they call a flagrant foul on that, JL. Come on, man. You're going to call a flagrant foul? I was besides myself, bro.
Dog.
I was besides myself at what the league is becoming. With all of this, review that, stop this. And this is a flagrant foul, bro? Talk to me, man.
Dude, Mitch got a concussion.
Right. My man Mitch got a concussion, man.
I'm trying not to curse. I almost said it. Mitch got a freaking concussion, CP, and he couldn't get a flagrant foul. Homeboy gets a flagrant foul for that, and then not only that, Tisdale challenges a review because Langston Galloway.
Langston
pulls a Reggie Miller, kicks his foot out.
Yep.
And trips Kevin Knox. The refs review it
and still called it on Knox.
I couldn't believe
you gotta predict the game is just it's too much catered to the offense, man. There's too much catering to the offense, man. I'm sorry. Like, okay, you want to blame Julius? Yeah, somebody on Twitter, a lot of people agree with me. Somebody else clap back. Well, that's the rule. It's Julius's fault, and that's it. Oh, listen, it's in the rule book, okay, but it doesn't mean that it's a good call.
Dude.
That turned around the whole game. I knew we lost from that point.
Yeah, me too, man.
I knew we lost from that point. That was a 6-point swing. They went on a 19-8 run within the next 4 minutes. 6 points in less than 30 seconds. We were down,
and then they called the travel. I'm sorry.
And then they called the travel on the other end, and then boom, come back with down 8.
If I was Morris, man, I would have threw the ball too at that point. I can't even blame dude,
bro.
I can't even blame. I was pissed. I was like, that wasn't even a travel. What Frank Ntilikina did before was a travel.
And at that point, that's when they go into hero ball. They stop moving it. It becomes hero ball. It becomes one-on-one. The travels start picking up. Frank got called for one. Morris got called for one. Yeah, and it's sloppy, man. It just becomes sloppy. Another area, once Mitch goes down, obviously Drummond is going to be an animal on the boards. I mean, we only got 4 boards out of Julius and Morris each. Can't have that. Can't have it. We got to be on that. We got to be on the boards, man.
Definitely got to be on the boards, man.
There was no way we're gonna win not getting on the offensive boards or the defensive glass, and we got out rebounded by almost 20 tonight.
Yeah, at that point, you have to make concerted effort. Like Mitchell Robinson is out. We have to put bodies on everybody and not just ball watch. We got to go after the ball, man.
Yeah.
Like this guy they are rebounders. Randle is a rebounder. We needed rebounds. And I don't know, man. If I see Randle turn the ball over on a post up one more time, I'm going to scream, CP. I'm going to scream.
You know, the thing with Julius is me and you talk about this. We talk about this all the time in the off season, and we were saying, what's gonna make him an all-star? What's really gonna make him? Can he? When we had that episode, when we were like, can he be the guy? And to me, it was like, we know the numbers on the offensive side are gonna come, but can he make winning plays for this team?
No.
You know what I mean? Can he make winning plays? And that's what's doomed him. He does not make, while he got his offense back on track, the lapses on defense.
Yes.
The inability, like he's just not cut out for it right now.
No, he's not.
He's just not cut out for it right now. We just have to be realistic with our expectations for him. The pressure's on him to be the guy. He can't be the guy.
No, he's not. Like
he's not the guy.
Ball. He needs to be fed the ball, or he needs to shoot on the move. In the beginning of the game, when I felt like he was running and going downhill, he was unstoppable. The shooting percentage skyrocketed back up. Every time he starts this ISO,
he tries to win it on one possession.
Yeah, it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well at all. That has to be abandoned. We need more pick and roll, please.
Yeah.
Please. Just Todd set some picks. I like the way Todd sets picks.
Yeah.
I like the way Todd sets picks. Like it's funny because we do that dribble handoff bull, but it looked a lot better when Taj had a couple. He had a couple bright spots. Taj had a couple bright spots. Give credit where credit is due. But yeah, Julius it just can't be that guy. Ellington. Hey, listen, I was an Ellington defender thus far, but as I've said, if he doesn't have it, go somewhere else. If you want to be more efficient on the offensive side and you don't want ISO in there dribbling, I get it. Throw in Dotson. Yeah.
Right? Why not? Why not Dotson? If you want to get more efficient on the perimeter and you don't want, I get it. The apprehension of putting ISO in because he might, throw off the pace of the game and be over dribbling. I got it. Throw in Dotson.
That's my new hashtag. Why not Dot?
Free Dot is back. Free Dot is back. Somebody in the chat just said it. The chat is going fast. So to everybody in the chat once again, hit that thumbs up for Knicks Fan TV and the Nick of Time show. Knicks lose, but we win, man. Thanks for supporting, man. We appreciate you guys for supporting us. Free Dot is back. Jarrell Williams, Rome.
Yeah, man. Free Dot.
Alex Collins. Free Dot is back.
Free Dot is definitely back. Game wasted. And like I said, because we in our inability to get stops, to couple stops, there was no way we were going to recover after that. Because the 6-point swing just gave him all the momentum in the world, bro. There was no way we were going to recover from that, especially the game that Tony Snell was having, the game that Markieff Morris was having. We couldn't recover from it. Yeah,
we were done. We were done,
Langston Galloway was picking us apart.
Langston, that's my guy though. I like him.
I know, but he's always killing us.
He's always killing us.
He always kills us.
He's always killing us. Man.
He's always a damn all-star when he plays.
Oh man. Oh boy.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Ari's gonna call soon with this ISO rant.
I mean, I didn't see. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure right now with this team, man. Not even sure. And now we might not even have Mitch for Friday in Dallas.
That is a heartbreaker because he's a concussion. That means they're gonna have to be cautionary and days missed. And this is horrible.
What are you gonna put Portis on KP? Good luck tonight.
This is bad.
Good luck, man.
Bad.
Oof.
Definitely, we need Mitch just for. Oh my God.
Hey, man. Anthony Edwards looked good last night.
All right.
Anybody watch Anthony Edwards? Hey man, I'm not ready yet, man. But hey,
I'm not ready either. But I started looking at highlights, man.
It's getting early in college basketball, man. College basketball just started. I heard Cole Anthony drop 34.
Yeah, so did I. I was looking at it today.
Hey, we might have to dip in the college waters a little bit early, JL.
Dog, I was trying to save that for Feb.
1-7. What was said to be a light stretch. We just got blown out again by 20 points. One to the Kings, one to the Pistons, and we're now 1-7. So
there
it is.
Yeah, man. We're in trouble, man.
We're in trouble, man. But salute to everybody in the chat once again on this Wednesday night Knicks, man. Salute to everybody. If you're new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. This is, despite the team's record, the #1 show for the fans by the fans. CP from KnicksFanTV. My man JL's from the Nick of Time show. We are here to lighten the mood, lighten the energy a little bit. And we're going to give you guys a chance to rant. Get your points across. We're going to get to the calls. Phone lines up 657-383-1509. Let's hear from you guys, man. But before that, let me shout out Team #new. Shout out Frankie Vittorini.
All right.
#new. Dion Dreaded. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Welcome Greenhouse. Welcome King Kofi. Tank Mode. He switched his name up. We got somebody named Tank Mode in here.
Here we go.
Eric Scott, welcome to the chat, man. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
We got Jaquin Torres in here. Shout out to you. #new and
okay.
Lucas Jaquis.
Okay.
Here as well. #new. Everybody else, I seen y'all here.
Real quick, I want to shout out Marcus, that guy Jones, checking in from Shaolin, living in Maryland. Shout out to Marcus. iBlock checking in from Hawaii. I'm sure they're not really minding his loss, man. You live in Hawaii, man. Things are on the good side, man. Things are on the good side.
Everything's easy.
Shout out to Tristan R. Tristan says he found us last night. Welcome to the program, Tristan. CL Productions, welcome, man. So, salute to everybody in the chat real quick. Thank you for the Super Chat Tank Mode. He says it's going to be a long season. Couldn't agree with you more, man, but thanks for hanging with us. One Young Bale says, Knicks ain't been the same since Knicks tape, JL. It's 2012, 2013. Hope y'all do better. Y'all should know my team already is Brooklyn Nets. The Nets fan having pity on us, man.
Jeez.
Oof. My man, last time they did that, my man Nate said I needed to refund him his money, man. we appreciate the love, man. I can't do it. And Tamara says you're welcome to the show. All right. Let's get to the calls, man. Let's go to Brooklyn. Kenyon, how you feeling, man? How you feeling tonight, bro?
Hey, what's up, fam? I've been watching you guys for maybe the end of last season.
Okay.
This is the deal. I'm 45 years old. I've been watching the Knicks since the early 80s, Rory Sparrow, Sidney Green. And I'm telling you, Fizdale is not the coach. I mean, I know you guys talking about you don't want to see transition and just some stability. There's no game plan. I understand the politics of not wanting to play any of the dudes that Phil drafted, Dotson, even Frank. He's forced to play Frank now. But I don't think Fizdale's the one for this team, man. I mean, it's just frustrating. It's November the 6th, and this is going to be a product we're going to be watching until April. It's disgusting. It's like they don't care about the fan base. They cleared all that cap space. They didn't get the top free agents, and then they sold this mess.
But what did you want them to do? I mean, what did you want them to do, though, Kenyon? I mean, we couldn't get the targets. I mean, you had to go get somebody.
If you're going to go ahead and develop the young players, start Knox. You know what I'm saying? You start your draft pick last year, start Barrett, but play the young guys. I don't want to. Marcus, what is Morris doing? I don't mind Randle per se. I think Randle's just getting adjusted to a new team, but I'd rather just go with the young guys. I'm not really a big Morris fan like that, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but you guys it's like a joke now. Like, oh, we're a bunch of jokes. Like, this is New York City, and we got a subpar product, fam. Like, it is disgusting.
Oh man, appreciate the call, man. Kenyon setting the tone, man. So who's your coaching pick before you go, man? You can't fire the coach without a backup. I knew it, man.
Let me tell you something. Y'all hate Mark. Let me tell you about Mark. The only reason Mark's not coaching is blackballed because of his religious beliefs. But Mark Jackson did his thing, and he developed that Golden State squad, fam.
I know.
Come on.
Listen, I know,
Mark
Kenya.
Jackson turned around the Knicks in the mid-'80s, fam. Give him a shot. He's better than damn Fizdale. What has Fizdale done to deserve the respect he's getting? Nothing.
Okay.
I don't understand how y'all co-sign. I'd rather a dude from New York coach the Knicks than some dude from Southern California that's soft. Did he play in the league? Y'all need to stop that nonsense, Fizdale, fam.
Man, Mark Jackson doesn't coach any offense, dog.
All right, appreciate the call, Kenya. I appreciate the call, man. Go ahead, JLs. Go ahead, man.
Mark Jackson don't coach any offense, dog. He lucked out and had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Yeah, he was born into one of the most gifted offensive players in the planet, and all he had to do was teach defense. His offensive system is non-existent.
I can't call it. Like, how do you? I agree. He is blackball. But how do we bring that here? Like, we don't need any more distractions, bro. We don't need any more drama, any more politics. We need a straight up, no nonsense coach that's just gonna focus on this team. Jay Ellis. I love Mark. I hated him on the Pacers, but I love Mark. You know what I mean? I wish the best for Mark. I just don't know, man. People in the chat, let us know, man. Are you team Mark Jackson or do you say no way? Leave us a hashtag no way or hashtag Jackson Hive. Are you with the Jackson Hive, not the Jackson 5, or do you say no way to Mark Jackson? Let us know in the chat and we'll read some of your comments, man.
I'm good on the Holy Grail, Mark Jackson.
I'm good on it, man. All right, let's go to let's go to Max from the Bronx, man. Max, how you feeling, man?
What's going on? CP Jailers, what's going on?
How you feeling?
You know, I was, I don't know what to say because I don't know because I want to curse, but this is a family show.
Dude.
Julius Randle got to be one of the dumbest basketball players I've ever seen in my life. I can predict the turnover. Here comes the spin move. Here come you dribbling in traffic. There you go again. Listen, it was so bad. They could not take RJ or Frank off the floor.
Couldn't.
You took Frank off the floor for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It collapsed.
Couldn't give him a breather.
He was like, he did everything on defense for them. It's like you take RJ off, it's the same shit, man.
Yeah.
First of all, I agree with the caller before. Fizdale's clearly not the coach of this team. If Ellington, the three-point shooter, is shooting 27% from three-point land this year, why the F are you playing him over ISO? More than ISO, why are you playing him over Dotson, who could do the same thing
I agree.
but play defense?
I agree.
How stupid can you be as a coach?
I agree with that.
How dumb can you be as a coach? Listen, I understand this is Steve Perry of Perry. I don't give a shit what their names are right now. I can't think of it. I'm too mad. I don't care if this is your guy. You got to let him go because I know Mike Miller can coach. Because Mike Miller had the Westchester Knicks looking good.
Westchester
down
Bowling.
there. They made the playoffs down there. He had an offensive system down there. That's why I honestly thought they brought him up. I think that's why.
I think so. I think so. I was meaning to.
If this thing don't go right,
I think so. I think they warming up the seat, JL. And appreciate the call, Max. Appreciate the call. We got a lot of callers, so I got to get to it. I think they warming up the seat, JL. I wanted to ask Alan Hahn if that was an organizational decision or a Fizz decision to bring Mike Miller up from Westchester.
Oh yeah, I totally agree, man. I think so as well, man. Like he's the one who brought that Westchester Knicks up. They had 9-10 different players come through that next Westchester Knicks team, and they were still able to win with Mike Miller at the helm. Yeah. He had a system in place on offense and defense, had the top offensive teams and top defensive teams in the Westchester Knicks. I mean, you talking about who's the next coach? I ain't looking at Mark Jackson. I might be looking right down the road, right down the block at Mike Miller. That might be the guy.
I'm not even ready to talk about this, man, but you guys forced me into this conversation, man. I'm not even ready to talk about this. Let's see what the chat has to say back to Jackson Hive and No Way.
I got tricked too, man.
Childhood Time Machine says No Way. Raw Gittins, Jackson Hive. We got Mr. Mookie says Becky Hammond. Jack Peters says no Jackson. This is Dr. Drama. He says bring back Patrick. I think Patrick is perfectly fine at Georgetown.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to ruin his legacy bringing him here. No thanks, man. I can't do it to him, man. Rock in the chat says Sam Cassell, Tom Thibodeau, Jason Kidd, Becky Hammond. EJ Fuertes says Jackson 5. Pedicons, no way. It's a little mix. Giuseppe La Roca says, how can you guys be Knicks fans and not be Team Jackson? He's one of us. I mean, listen, man.
Phil Jackson was one of us.
Phil Jackson was one of us, too. You know, this is different. This is business.
All right. He was in black and white with Clyde and them.
Yeah, this is business, man. This is business. Real quick before you get back to the phone, salute to the super chats. Juancho, he says we need Dolan involved again. Doncho is ringing the bat signal for James Dolan, JL.
No. I'm not ready.
Tag mode says the super chat said this great show is the best part of the Knicks game. Appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody watching. I think so too. I agree with you, bro. Steve Stark, the realtor. Appreciate you, Steve. He says we need to break the Ewing curse by bringing him back. He's the only head coach we all wouldn't crucify. See, I disagree with that. That's why I don't want to bring him back. I don't want to bring him back because I don't want to ruin him.
Yes.
I don't want to ruin the legacy of Patrick Ewing, man. I don't.
Don't need that.
I don't. I don't, man.
Let's remember him as the guy we love.
Yeah.
The big man, 33.
Yeah. Or the guy we love to hate when he was playing. So.
Right. Exactly. We don't need no legacy ruined over here if it doesn't work now.
All right, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Let's go to. They wanted to hear from him. Let's go to Ari, man. This is Ari's time. We need to hear from Ari and hear what he has to say, man. Ari, talk to me, man.
What's going on, guys? I wasn't gonna call in originally, but
right.
I heard you say trade Bobby.
Yeah, right.
I heard you say trade Bobby Portis instead of Julius Randle, and I had to call in.
I'm just going with what's realistic.
Listen,
I'm just going with what's realistic, bro.
Why is trading Julius Randle not realistic?
Because you just got him. They just got him in free. That was their big free agent haul, JL. They're not going to trade him. They're not going to trade him, man. Come on, man.
Why not?
I don't
understand. I think you could get a lot more value for Julius Randle than Bobby Portis. He's on a reasonable contract that's going to expire after next year. There's going to be a contender that's going to need like a backup scoring inside player. Like he was supposed to be a good player. You know, we could just say that the Knicks screwed him up and that he's still good. You know, there's a lot of value that there's you could get something for him. Whether it's Dennis Schroeder or point guard, doesn't matter. But he's terrible. I hate him. He's worse than Tim Hardaway. He needs to go. He had a good offensive game. And he still had less points than he averaged last year. He's just not the number one option. He thinks he's too good. He can't shoot. His hands are small. He's got small hands. They talk about Trump's small hands. He's got small hands. He can't hold a damn ball. Like, what the hell is wrong with this dude? Honestly, I can't handle Julius Randle. I cannot handle him, and I cannot have Wayne Ellington on the floor anymore. Like, if you're not going to put ISO in, put Dotson in.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said put Dotson in.
A disaster.
I said put Dotson in, man.
Listen, I'll even concede. I think ISO should be getting more minutes, but I'll concede for Dotson. But again, I said this on the last call, the last game. But everyone's saying fire Fizdale, and I listen. I think Fizdale's terrible. We should fire him. But the real problem is Scott Perry and Steve Mills assembling a garbage roster. I don't care if you got Greg Popovich on this team. This team sucks. There's no talent on this team. If your best player is Julius Randle, who's terrible, and your starting point guard is Frank, when you have to keep Frank Ntilikina on the court, or else you're going to lose. Like,
well, who's playing defense? Come on, Ari, man.
Crazy.
Come on, Ari, man. Who's playing defense?
Nobody.
Nobody's playing defense.
Nobody, man.
That's the point. If you have to keep him on the floor because no one else is playing defense, what kind of roster did you assemble? Like, seriously, you have none of these players are good. None of them. It's like, and everyone was saying we had a good offseason. Like again, I know we struck out on the free agents, but you could have done a lot better with this money.
I don't know. But that we don't know, man.
Julius Randle.
We don't know that though.
I think we could have.
I don't know, man. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. We don't know. We don't know what we could have got, JLs. I would have loved to have known, okay, from a free agent player that said, you know what, I was gonna sign with the Knicks, or you know what I mean, or from the Knicks and said we had this guy, but we wanted Portis, or we had this guy in our sights, but we wanted so and so. All we heard was that they offered JaMychal Green. He took less money to go to the Clippers. Yeah. Was there anybody else? I don't remember. JJ Redick wasn't coming here.
No, I mean what happened really was is like the pieces aren't really fitting together. Like
it's not fitting together.
Like if you look at all the individual parts that we have right now. You say, okay, we need scoring. Julius Randle was giving you 21 and 8 last season. You're thinking, all right, and he was efficient. So you figure, okay, this could be a good fit. Wait, we still kind of need a point guard. All right, let's get Elfrid Payton over here. He was there with Julius Randle, and maybe you can set him up a lot of times. So maybe that could be part of it too. So like you look at all these pieces. Oh, we need 3-point shooting. Get Bobby Portis. You look at all these pieces. Like, all right, we try to, supplement things that we need, and none of this stuff is fitting together. Like everybody is underperforming. Everybody is playing worse than they were last year.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if it's the coaching. Well, I think a lot of it could be the coaching because I still feel like we should be doing a lot more pick and roll than what we've been doing. Julius Randle should not be doing post ups. I've seen growth from him, but we still need a lot more guard play.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Man. Oh, you guys bailed on the rebuild so fast, JL. So fast. These people bailed on the rebuild, man.
Jeez. I need more guard play. I just need more guard play.
Does anybody have patience out there for the rebuild?
I need more guard play. I need more pick and roll.
I gotta hear this Mark Jackson stuff, defense. Man. I hear you, man. I hear you.
I need another shot blocker.
You gotta look. You gotta look at the bigger picture. Sometimes you gotta pull it back, man. Everybody pull it back, man.
It's frustrating, CP. When you look back, it's 1-7.
It sucks.
Pulling it back, it's still bad.
Nah, it sucks. It sucks, man. It sucks, man. I mean,
1-7 sucks. Two back-to-back blowouts. Oh,
yeah. It's not good, man. It's not good, and like I said, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse because go ahead.
And the thing is, too, is like I don't know, man, because it seems like we're executing well at certain spots, and then everything just falls apart.
Falls apart when Bobby Portis gets in the game. Trade him. That I'll give you. Trade him. We need more defense off the bench. Yeah, I'm not using him as a scapegoat. There's a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of things not going well. There's a lot of pieces on the starting lineup that it isn't working. But that's one of the areas where I think you can get a little bit of help. Is by trading Portis and getting a more defensive big, either calling up Wooten or calling up whatever. Let's see what this kid Ivan Robb is. You got him on a 2-way. Bring him up for a couple of days.
That's a fact,
you know
man.
What I mean?
We need more defense from the bigs off the bench. There's one guard who can set people up and take some of this load off of Julius Randle from being the man.
Yeah.
We need somebody to set screens. We need Mitch to learn to set screens.
Right.
We need Mitch to be healthy.
Facts. How's my man Reggie Bullock? How's his neck healing? Somebody get me a medical report on Reggie Bullock, man. Oh, man.
We got Dotson. We got ISO. We got other options.
I mean, play the kids, though.
We need not to play the kids when he's sucking.
Play the kids, man. My man Q from Brooklyn's going to the Dallas game Friday. Oh, man. This was not the ammo we needed to give Q going into that game, man. Q, how you feeling, bro?
God bless you, Q. God bless you, man.
Man, CP... Jay Ellis, why y'all lying on me? Y'all know I ain't going to that game, man.
You sold the tickets? You sold the tickets?
Y'all know I ain't going to that game, man.
Oh, my God. You sold the tickets, bro?
Man, nah, not yet, man. I've been trying. Me and my bro, we going. And he was like, yeah, I'll go, man, to support you. I'm like, what? You no longer a Knicks fan? So... It's just painful, man. I was gonna take my kid. He made he a freshman, made the varsity team, so he's decided and everything. So I thought after hearing that, okay, Knicks gonna play good. The Pistons got 3 guys out. We should be straight.
I really thought this was gonna be a good tune-up game, man. I really thought this was gonna be a good tune-up. Yeah. Get us back on track. Like, all right, here we go. Got washed again, man.
Facts. I thought it was gonna be solid. They came out once Mitch got hurt. Yeah. I knew we're in trouble.
That was big.
I knew because Bobby Portis, man,
Nah.
He's got skates on his feet,
and
man.
they go right at him, man.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
They smell blood as soon as they see him.
They dissing LaMarcus, for Trae Young, but I hate to see Trae Young on Bobby Portis right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be definitely ice skating. It's so many. We got so many problems. We were 2-6 last year at this time, and 1-7. This seems worse because the roster should be better. Fizz should have a year under the paint.
True.
We're not even playing ISO. We're not even playing dot. We just seem like this team doesn't have an answer, and it's just going to get worse.
True.
All year, man.
True, man.
So
appreciate the call, Q. I just want to run through because we got a ton of calls. All right, Aaron in Monroe is up. Wants to talk about the game and the plans going forward. Aaron, what's going on?
What it be, baby? What it be?
How's it going, man? How you feeling, man? Monroe, what? Right, Louisiana? Where's Monroe?
No, Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay, no doubt. All right.
Yeah. So right next to New York.
Yeah.
I'm a young Knicks fan. I'm only 18. I've been a Knicks fan for like 5 years, and like you guys are just way too nice, to be honest. I don't know why you guys aren't hating on Fizz too much. Like, you guys really need to be hating on Fizz. Like, I know you guys are like blaming the players and whatever, but like when you think about it, look at some of the best teams, or not best teams, but some of the teams that have made huge turnarounds this season, like the Suns, for example, with Monty Williams. They just added Ricky Rubio and Aaron Baines, and they have a huge turnaround. When you look at the Cavs, they who's their coach? They got the guy, is it Beeline from Michigan?
Yes.
That's their coach. He is totally changing around that franchise. Like, look at it. That team did not have any huge upgrades in terms of talent, yet they're overperforming. I think the Knicks, when you put them side by side talent-wise, when you look at the roster,
I agree. They're underachieving.
When you look at the roster,
they're underachieving big time. Listen, I agree with you. I'm not saying that we make an excuse for Fizz jails. All I'm saying is I just can't see the change again. I'm trying to hold out hope for consistency and continuity.
Because, like, that's one thing. I agree. I really agree, because that's one thing that's so concerning about the Knicks. Like, when we hired Fizz, they showed that stat, like, the coach turnover at the New York Knicks. That's shameful. Like, we shouldn't be proud about that. But the thing is, when your coach is not running an offense, and when your coach, like, what is the reason for switching? I know you guys are saying, like, okay, we need good defensive bigs, but the fact that Frank Ntilikina is trying to secure a rebound over Andre Drummond because you guys keep switching, that is shameful. Like, if you don't switch as much, we won't be in the position where a guard is trying to secure a rebound over a big. Like, that's just ignorant. Like, we can't be switching as much. We need to be running a consistent offense. I don't know, like, literally every play down, it's that flare out from the corner three to the top and that handoff. Like, that's every play. Like that's like marked in my mind at this point. Like, I hate seeing it. Why are there no pick and rolls? Like, there needs to be a change in the offense. Like, I know it sounds ignorant to say, like, oh, I feel like you guys are just blaming it too much on the players. But, like, someone said it. Like, when you look at the player stats from last season, like, Julius Randle was a beast. Who was on his team? Drew Holiday. And then you can't name anyone else. What? Etwan Moore? What? Jaleel Okafor? Those players are bums.
Anthony Davis.
It was the coaching.
How about Anthony Davis, man? Appreciate the call, Aaron. Listen, I hear you, bro. I hear you, man. Go ahead, JLs. Go ahead, man.
I mean, first, let me give a shout out to Sam. Sam is here. He says we're stuck for the next 3 years. You can give me super chat, $10. Shout out to Sam is here. Says we can't fire him because it's not a good look, and I agree with him. It's not a good look right now to fire the coach, and we have to kind of give him a little bit of rope to do what he does, even though what he's doing right now doesn't seem too good. And to answer his point, I feel like we haven't screamed fire the coach, but we've also been critical of the coach, in my opinion. Like, I've said we need to run more pick and roll. Like, I think we said that a lot. I feel we said Julius Randle doesn't need to be doing point forward. Right. I mean, like, it's because I didn't say fire Fizdale week day 2 doesn't mean I still don't see certain things the coach change.
I think we've been critical of Fizdale as many of the similar gripes. Many of the similar gripes on game in, game out. I'm just not ready to fire the coaches yet. I'm sorry. Like, I cannot see, again, more turnover. I cannot see it, JL. They have to work through these problems, man. They have to listen. Aaron is right, because night in and night out, you've seen a lot of young teams, a lot of new teams. A lot of the excuses that people have for us. There's new players. It's a new thing. There's new. Everything has to come together. There's a lot of teams in the NBA clicking on all cylinders right now. I mean, I watch the Golden State Warriors with no Clay, with no Steph, with no KD, no Draymond, no nobody. First and second year players. Alec Burks out there, and they ran laps around Portland, bro.
Yeah, man.
Ran laps around them. I mean, they were just clicking on all cylinders. Go ahead, bro.
And that's because it seems like there's more of a system there than here, man. Like, at least have a system in place where you can just plug it in and say, go, you go here, you go here, you go here, and then it works out. Now, here we have veterans who don't like to pass the ball all the time, and we don't have a legit system all the time, too. So it's like, man.
It's double negative. It's a double negative, bro.
It's just too many things. It's just too many things wrong right now.
Yeah,
it's too many. It's like a boat with 20 holes in it. You don't know which one to clog first, man.
I'm telling you, man.
There's a lot to address with this team.
There's a lot to address, man. Well, first and foremost, salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button. We got almost 1,000 people watching here on YouTube alone. Salute to everybody watching on Facebook, on Twitter. Just to reset, this is number one show for the fans, by the fans. You heard a lot of disappointed Knicks fans out there, a lot of angry Knicks fans out there. We got a ton more calls to get to. Salute to everybody on Team #New. Throw your cities in the chat. We always like to see where everybody's checking in from around the world. Let us know where you guys are checking in from, man. Also, salute to James Howard, sends us a $10 super chat. JLs, he says, best Knicks show on the web, period. Keep up the good work, fellas. Appreciate you, James. We definitely agree with you. Joel John says, Mike Miller takeover. How do you fix the roster? Yeah, good question, man. Good question. I Won't Lose sends us a super chat as well, man. Appreciate it. All right, let's go Uptown. Shaka from Harlem wants to talk about the loss and wants to talk about Fizz.
Hello?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, man? I just want to talk a little bit about the game tonight.
Yep.
It's really disappointing for me to watch. I mean, it started off really good. I was really into it. It seemed like he had like a lot of grit and heart. When it first started off, especially coming from Frank. It's seeing something for him that I've never seen before. He's like a look in his eyes.
Frank looked good. Frank started the game off. He set the tone for the team on both ends. Give him credit. I know Ari don't want to give him credit. He always seems like he's nothing. I thought Frank played a great first half for us.
For sure. Well, you shoot.
He definitely did.
71% from the field.
Yeah.
When has Frank shot 71% from the field, man?
Facts.
Yeah, but Frank really set the tone, and I saw glimpses of like feeble Frank in there. I was wanting to keep that up, but just moving on to I don't know, I'm not the type because he's been through a lot of coaches. I don't want to just throw Fizz out, out on the best out on the cold like that, but I'm kind of losing a little bit of patience with him. I feel like 1-7 is just unacceptable. I would have took 2-6, But 1-7, we doing real bad right now. We looking worse than last season.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this season we have some veterans, so there should be some kind of we should be better. But I feel like last season we was a little bit better.
Facts, man.
We had a little bit more fight in us. We was actually trying to keep up in these games. But now it's just
So what you're saying is you miss Moutier.
Half these games. Nah, I don't miss Moutier. I take Frank over Moutier any day.
Yo, but, all right, man. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it. Let's go to Marcus from Maryland. Wants to talk about potential trades. Marcus, what's going on, man?
What's going on? You can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man.
Yeah, just want to shout out my pops from Staten Island, Knicks fan living in Maryland where KD's at.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say, these players that we have, I'm not on board with just wholesale getting rid of them now. But I think by the trade deadline, that's a good amount of time to see what's going on and how they're performing. And I agree with Ari that Julius Randle shouldn't be untouchable. But I mean, I was one of the guys that wanted to, use the cap space to collect assets, and then just play the young players. And I feel like at the deadline, if we're not improving, then we just got to – I mean, a lot of these guys got to go. At least Portis, Ellington, and Morris, you can probably get the best return from, maybe a late first-round pick, some second-round picks. That way, I would keep Morris if he was willing to re-sign. But if they have, any indication that he's not going to re-sign, then he got to trade him. We just need assets, so when the next disgruntled star is available, we have a boatload of picks to pick them, or we can just, keep throwing gum at the wall and see what sticks and see if we can get some players in. Because game in, game out, we just don't have the players that the other teams have. When we play Atlanta, Trae Young's going to cook us. We play Sacramento, De'Aaron Fox is going to cook us.
Yeah, but who cooked us tonight? Tony Snell. Tony Snell cooked us tonight, man. Appreciate the call, Marcus. I mean, Tony Snell cooked us tonight, JLS, man. I mean, that's a problem. This was a game we were looking to get us back on track, and we set back. We got set back.
Yeah, we did get set back, and I need to check myself sometimes from the purring everything to the ground talk, because at the end of the day, we still don't have another point guard. We're missing a point guard right now.
Hey, Detroit didn't have a point guard tonight, and we got watched by 20, bro. We can't keep going to the I understand it. The point guard issue is a problem. I don't think that was a problem tonight. I don't think that was necessarily the biggest issue tonight.
I think tonight, I mean, not being able to sit Frank or RJ Barrett for 1 minute is crazy, like you said. Like, we need somebody else in that guard position who can expel one of them, so both of them have to play 40 minutes a night. Well, and then, like I said before, Mitchell Robinson, we need another shot blocker behind Mitchell Robinson. We need somebody behind. I feel like those are two huge problems. And then I feel like the rest of the problems we have is more like playing the right people.
That's on the coach. To Aaron's point, that's on the coach. The Bobby Portis should have never been an experiment to be in the starting five. We don't need that. Make it work with Mitch and Randle, bro. You got to make that work and figure it out.
And I have an unpopular opinion about that too, because like game 4 or 5, I don't think it was crazy to try it, because the analytics said that Bobby Portis, next to Julius Randle, would give you a higher return.
But that was also game 4 or 5. I get it. In the early returns, the best 5 was Elfrid, RJ, Morris, Julius, and Portis. That was the best 5.
So I don't think it's crazy to try it. I think it's crazy if you keep trying if it doesn't work. I don't think it's crazy to try it that early. See, unpopular opinion. Yeah. But
I just think in the long run it's not going to work, because you have Portis and Julius who have terrible defensive acumen and IQ. And you're going to have no rim protection. And the 3 bigs, you have 3 power forwards all trying to get out there on switches, guard on the perimeter. You're going to get cooked.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the reason it worked with the Bulls is because Bobby Portis was hot.
He was hot. He had a good game.
He was hot. So the numbers could have been skewed because Bobby Portis was hot.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah, but at the same time, you saw there was like a video of Keith Smart and Julius Randle screaming at each other because Julius Randle keeps saying, "I don't have the room to do anything." And that's probably why they even put Bobby Portis in starting anyway, because he was blaming the spacing.
Right. True.
Nah, truth be told, you see what happens when Mitch is out there. I mean, you see it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I hear you, man. Let's shout out some people, then we'll get to the phones. Listen, we got a ton of callers in here. We want to get to as many as we can. So we can't, you guys got to get straight to your point, and so we can get on to the next one. Let's shout out Dre Holiday checking in from Long Island. Rock checking in from ATL. What's going on? Brobaham C. Davies checking in from Perth, Australia. My man Stafford Don checking in from Fort Lauderdale. Who you got in your chat, Shales?
Man, they call me Tack over here, hold me down.
Tack, what up?
Joaquin Torres, Troxel Sports Talk. I see you, Ricardo Custer.
Okay.
Johnny Moore Cash, give me that money. Rich Jim, Tony Murdoch, Enzo 954. I see you out there, man.
All right. Mellow Fellow 78. He's team #new. Welcome, Mellow. Shout out to everybody out in Austin. House Flan checking in from Santa Clarita. Salute to everybody, man. Hit that thumbs up for you boys. And let's go back to the phones. Let's go to Frankie from Queens. Wants to talk about Randle, Trier, and Dot. Frankie, how you feeling, bro?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing, bro?
Right.
All right, listen. I'm gonna try to run through this real quick because I know
Yeah,
you got a
bro.
lot
Real
of
quick, bro.
So I have the answer to cut Randle's turnovers in half.
Mm-hmm.
Stop dribbling spin. He's good on the face-up, and he is good backing down. And he's good on the spin if the spin leads to a jump shot or a shot at the basket. Once he dribbles on that spin, it is a turnover guaranteed.
Yep.
Yeah.
2. That's all he needs to do. Just stop dribbling on the spin. Frank obviously played well. We know we miss Mitch when he's not out there. Obvious. Now, I'm upset. And I'm not upset over a game. I'm upset with you guys because I've been calling for 4 shows to try and say the things that everybody's been saying tonight.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not going to play Trier, we understand he stops the ball movement, the flow of the offense, and he may not be great on defense. Play Dotson. Dotson is going to give you so many more things than Ellington can give you. Dotson is going to shoot. He's not going to chuck. And he's a better rebounder, playmaker, defender, and he keeps the flow of the game and passer than Ellington. Ellington has given you nothing in 4 games. Play Dotson if you do not want to play Trier.
Okay.
It's that simple.
All right. Appreciate the call, man. Hey, listen, we said it, bro.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
said
man.
it. I'm down and take a look at Dot. Obviously we team Dot, team ISO. Ellington isn't giving us what we need right now, so you got to move on.
Yeah, man. Where's the lie? Like, Dotson is younger. He can play defense. He can pass a little bit. He can shoot. He was hitting his stride last season. He was starting and contributing. I'm with it, man. If it's not going to be ISO, give Dot a shot.
Yes, sir. I agree with you, man. Let's go to South Carolina. My man Ron Cleveland wants to weigh in. Ron, I know you tight, man. Talk to me, man. What's going on, bro?
Man. Hey, man, y'all gonna have to hold this one for a minute. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. How much we lost by the last game?
Sure, too much, man. Too much, bro.
We come back again. You come back again after you get embarrassed. And this game, we get the same kind of beatdown. We get the same kind of beatdown. The team that we played against was down 3 starters. You mean to tell me you look at our roster, and I agree with Ari earlier, and I agree with a lot of the sentiments, man. When you look at our roster, those players individually, when you call their names out that we signed, those ain't trash players, man. But my major problem is with the front office. How in the world are you going to allow Fizz to still be our coach? And CP, I ain't going to get on you much, but Jay Ellis, I'm going to get on you. Because I've listened to you tonight, and I'm going to tell you like this. I heard you say it, and let's just be real. I hear you complaining, and who are you complaining about? You complaining more about the coach than you are the players. I don't care if we got to go through 20 coaches to get a coach in here who know how to coach basketball. You get that. You don't care about what the media are going to say. You get that coach in there. And I'm going to tell you right now where we need to go at to get a coach, and I don't care. We need to go to San Antonio. Look at all the San Antonio coaches in this league and what they've done when they've left San Antonio. That's where we need to go. Fizdale don't have no offense. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to get embarrassed. We're going to get embarrassed in Dallas. Don't even watch the game. We're going to get embarrassed.
So wait.
And that's my call for the end of the night, man.
Yeah, wait, hold up, Ron. Go ahead, Jails.
I'm trying to make sure I'm sure.
All right.
Your gripe is that I'm complaining about the coach and not the players?
I think he said the players and not the coach.
No. My thing is I hear you saying the coach is a problem, but you don't want to replace him because of how long we've had the coach.
Well, I mean, that's me too, man.
You've already recognized the problem.
Yeah.
JP, you recognize the problem, and I love you, man. Hey, I love you.
And I love you too, CP. Y'all boys recognize what the problem is. Only thing we got to do is pull the trigger. You get another coach in there with these players, I guarantee you, we gonna ride.
Let me.
Yeah, bro.
This coach is not the coach, but
let me expound on that, because I think we kind of touched on that earlier.
Yeah.
Like, even though I noticed there's certain things that coach can do better, as a franchise, we look crazy, keep firing coach after coach after coach. I myself, I judge other franchises that fire coaches within a week or two of the season start. So I know I would definitely judge the Knicks if they did that same thing to Fizz. Now, if that happened mid-season and they don't see any progress, then by all means fire the coach. At least minimum mid-season, like minimum. But to do it after 7 games, to me, as even if I see some crazy things happen right now, I just think I feel like it's crazy. It's a sign of instability, and it's going to be the same old Knicks again and again and again. It's just.
Hey, JP.
Yeah, Ron, go ahead, man.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Jealous. Hey,
Yep.
let's revisit something from this summer, and I hate to even bring this up because the fool is in Brooklyn. But do you guys remember why Kevin Durant said he didn't sign with us? What did he say about the Knicks? He said we lost our way.
But he also said from a roster standpoint we weren't ready, which I
he
had
said that Brooklyn was better.
And I agree with that too. But can you guys honestly say, when you look, this is why we got to move on from Fizz. We look back to last season. That offense didn't have no continuity. He was pulling players in and out. Didn't have no stability. You come to this season, you're doing the same thing. You've had training camp. You've had preseason. Even granted, it ain't that long, and you've had the time to know who's going to be your players. And when you look at our team, man, when you look at the Knicks, this is a major thing with us. If we ain't that great individually as a defensive team, we're not that great individually. What you need to be doing as a coach, and this is my thing, as a coach, you know you ain't that great individual. You know what you need to be doing? You need to slow your offensive down. Slow that offensive down. Guess what? That's going to chew more time off the clock. That's not going to allow the opposing team to get out on these runs.
Yeah, but he wants to pick that pace up. Appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it.
You got to speed that up, man. It's harder to score in these.
Not in the half court. We don't. We don't have it. We don't have it.
Especially when you don't even have point guards who can break down a defense on their own. You want to slow the game down. That doesn't make sense.
Listen, man. I hear everybody's complaints about the coach. I hear everybody's complaints. Like I said, my criticisms of Fizz has been the same as everybody else's. I'm just a little apprehensive to say we need to pull the trigger. People say, who cares what the media thinks? It's not really what the media thinks. We have a terrible reputation around the league. And that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason why KD didn't come here. Yes, we weren't ready with the roster, but look what they're doing in Brooklyn. They could have a losing record right now, and it's still all about us, bro. It's still all about us, JLs. They have a losing record and can fly under the radar because they're in Brooklyn. You have to understand that these moves that we make reverberate. It has shockwaves around the league in terms of our rep. Some Fight Evil in the chat said it. Look, what other coaches are gonna want to come here? What other players are gonna want to come here if we just tossing guys in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out? Somebody in the chat said, would another coach do better with this roster? To be honest, I don't know, Jay Ellis, bro. We coming off of seasons where we win 17 games, 30-something games, 33 games, another 17 games. I just don't. I can't tell you if another coach is gonna have greater success with this clunky, non-defense playing roster that we have right now.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know if we have greater success. I know maybe some X and O stuff will look a lot better, but I still stand pat, man. It just like you said, CP, to double down on what you just said, it's not about the media. It's our reputation, man. Like, we've been trying to change the culture of the Knicks for so long, and to fire the coach 2 weeks into the season, like 2 to 3 weeks into the season, like, it's not gonna look good, man. It's not going to look good. It's gonna deter coaches from coming here. It's gonna deter players from coming here. It's just not professional right now, man. We got to give everybody a fair shot, do what they got to do, and then get rid of them so people aren't going to mutiny and say, oh, the Knicks did it again. Because that's exactly what happened with Memphis.
Yeah, you got to be careful, bro.
Yeah, man, you got to be calculated, man.
We got to be calculated.
You can't be knee-jerk. You got to be calculated.
Listen, we still have to understand that it has to be about our young players. You know what I mean? We have to make sure that they're developing. Now, if Fizz isn't doing his job in that regard, then we can say, all right, let's make a move because our youth isn't improving. You know what I mean? Whether or not Julius Randle is doing as well, all right, yeah, okay. I would like to see some improvement there. But Kev looks all right. I think Kev is taking a good step. You know, last week in my good bag and ugly, my weekly recap, I pointed to Kevin Knox's game. I think Kev is taking a step up in terms of his shooting. His shooting is definitely much more improved. He's a lot more great. I mean, I think Kev looks good.
Yeah, man. Kev definitely looks good, man. Like, he's shooting well all season. And, I mean, Mitch has had a slow start. I will say that. Mitch has had a slow start to the season. But it looks like he's starting to pick back up a little bit again.
Right.
The basics for Mitch still. Just the tweaking the little things, setting picks.
Yeah.
Really, setting picks.
Yeah.
Shoot the jumper. Don't be scared. They're leaving you out.
I mean, listen, they were going to Mitch early. They had Mitch going early. If he got injured, we don't know what Mitch's output would have been. Would have been tonight. You know. Like
Frank has a heartbeat.
Frank had a little heartbeat. I mean, that's what it's about, man. Don't forget, like, that's what it's about. Yes, I definitely want to see wins. Don't get me wrong, man. We only won 17 games. It looks like it's going to get a lot worse this season. I understand that. But we still have to make sure that we're focusing on the youth. We have to make sure that there comes a point when Kevin Knox does get inserted back in that starting lineup. When ISO gets more playing time or Doc gets more playing time. There has to come a point where there's a transition there. I definitely agree with that.
Now, I will say this too. To me, in my eyes, if the Knicks do not get 26 to 30 wins this season, it's a failure.
Oh, I said that 100 times. I said 30 is the bar.
Exactly.
And right now, 30 is looking like a miracle.
Yeah, like we have to be in that range. Like, that's the bar for me. So we have a lot of work to do. We have to develop the youth, and I need to see something like 26, 30 wins. If that doesn't happen,
that's it.
Yeah.
I agree with you, man. Let's go to Nate. Nate in Rochester. What's up, Nate?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
I'm doing all right.
How you feel? I know you're on the Firefly bandwagon, so let's hear it.
Nah. You know what's funny? I wanted to bash Fizdale a lot tonight. But, like, I'm looking in the chat, and everybody's trying to say, yo, hire Mark Jackson and Jason Kidd. And I'm just like, man, it's conflicting. Like, I don't really know, like I don't want to hire those guys. Like, I
don't trust Jason Kidd one bit. I'll tell you
both
that.
Both of those guys have problems.
I don't trust Jason Kidd 1 second.
Bro, as soon as they left their teams, they became championship contenders.
Yeah.
But, like, anyway, I'm going to be positive tonight, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to ignore all the terrible things that happen because everybody's harping on it. But, like, the past week, Frank has actually been a net positive in pretty much every game besides the Kings game, I would say. And, like, we could talk about players that can prove it. Like, Frank, I think, is, like, taking a slight baby step forward. You know? It's like, I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
Taj Gibson getting in the game was also good. I think, you know what it is? Frank and Taj, I saw in the preseason, they had a good connection on the pick and roll. And Fizdale doesn't trust Frank yet, I think, to handle the ball enough. But when he gets a good screen, Frank can get downhill, and like he can make the pass, like especially on the pick and pop. He's a lot better on that. So I think I think Fizz just needs to trust Frank a little more, and I think like he's doing like a good like progressive like with letting him go more and more. I guess with the offense, I just think like the more you involve him, and if he keeps his confidence going, then like it's we might have something there. I think, like, I don't know. There's too much negativity tonight, man. I'm over it.
Okay.
Dude, you're
okay. Go ahead, JLs.
Nah, like anybody who's watched the FIBA Frank stuff, the FIBA Frank is the thing for real. Like him and Gobert, they was able to pick and roll without a problem. Like for some reason, we can't get a simple pick and roll here. So when people say like Frank can't pick, Frank is a pretty good pick and roll guard, but first we need to set good picks. First and foremost, first we need to just run it. And secondly, and I think once that happens, we can kind of diversify the offense a little bit.
Yeah.
There's other things happening in the offense for sure, more than last year. But I think we need to implement some pick and roll in there and involve Frank because he looks good and he looked closer to the FIBA Frank that I saw playing against the USA, playing against Argentina. I like he looked close to that today.
Yeah. Nate coming in with the positivity. Okay. Nate coming in with the positivity. Listen, man, I don't know. Like I said, tonight, I can't be positive about tonight. Only on the strength that this was a game. This should not have been a 20-point loss.
Yeah.
This shouldn't have been a 20-point loss. I can't be that positive because looking at this Pistons team, they treated us like garbage, bro.
They did, man. This was a win. This was a must win.
This was a must-win game, and they flopped. They flopped. They lost it all off of one play.
Yeah.
All from one play. You could blame Julius, you could blame the refs, but after that, we just never regained any sort of composure, and we couldn't get a stop. Come on, bro. You give him Tony Snell 24 points, he sucks.
Yeah,
give me
man.
a break, bro. Give me a break. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Jeremy in Brooklyn. Wants to talk about the season so far. Jeremy, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, what's going on, gentlemen?
How you feeling, man?
Real quick, just like the season as a whole, like there's just a couple things that people are like missing. One, only in year 2 of development. Like a lot of people keep talking about all these differences that are happening with these other teams that are in year 3, 4, and 5. Like we can't expect to be them in year 2 when they just got there. So not just that, but also additionally, a lot of the players that we have right now, we improved every position, and I can say that because I remember I called last time and I said the same thing. But the biggest difference was that right now, for some very strange fucking reason, everybody thinks that they need to be the leading scorer at the end of the game. Yeah. And none of them are playing team ball at the end of the game. And that's the biggest problem they have. We can talk about how Fizdale is doing this or Fizdale is doing that. Fizdale sets the tone, he sets the pace, and he sets the expectation. They're the ones who are supposed to finish. And if they're sitting there saying, no, I'm the leader, no, I am, it ain't helping nobody. It's not doing anything. Because all they're doing is choking at the last second. It's not helping. Randle is proving to be exactly what I expected him to be. A very good on-the-ball player. He probably would be a lot better if he had that fucking pop. But here's what it is. But I didn't expect him to come in and be the all-star player, caliber player right off the rip. Yeah. This is New York. It's super fucking difficult to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's very hard. All of the amazing players, they die pretty much right away. Like, we kill players all the time because they mess up in one game. I'm not going to kill a player who proved he's capable. Let him develop. He'll figure it out. He's still learning, too. Okay. It's just one of those things where it's like, it's just that everybody wants to be the leader, but nobody's trying to follow.
Well, in fairness, bro, in fairness, that is on the coach, though, JLs. You have to get these roles established. You know what I mean? You have to get these guys to buy in. That's on the coach.
Yeah.
That's on the coach.
Yeah, definitely is on the coach.
You know.
It's definitely coach, bro. There's a lot of things on the coach that has to be addressed, man. That's definitely one of them, man.
Yeah. House plan. He says you can see how bad it's getting because everybody's cursing.
Dog.
Remember my man from New Mexico that was from New York, and you were like, "Yo, he sounds like he's in a good mood." I was like, "Yeah, that's because he's not from New York no more."
Yeah, man.
Everybody's tight, man.
Yeah, man. Everybody's tight here, man.
Everybody's tight, man.
Man,
I don't know. I'm not sure where we go from here, but It's gonna get ugly out here. I want to address Delano. Salute to my boy Delano. He said, why you don't trust Kid? He's gotten his team to the playoffs. It's not about Kid the player. The player was Hall of Famer. The Kid, the executive, he's sketchy, man. I don't want that, JLs. He stabbed Lawrence Frank in the back.
Yep.
Whatever happened in Milwaukee was strange.
Mm-hmm.
What happened there? I don't trust Jason Kidd, man. So, I'm good. I
don't trust it either, man.
No, I'm good on that. Because I feel like they will end up tossing Frank Vogel out of there at the first sign of challenge and throw Jason Kidd in there. I feel like he's just waiting for that. So I'm not with that, man.
Yeah, I'm not with that either. He's not trustworthy at all, man. I wouldn't trust him in this organization. Man.
Yeah.
Like it just seemed like a pattern already.
Yeah, I agree. This was Knicks Film School. This was my man JB, the shortest retirement in Knicks Twitter history. He's back. He says, forget the Knicks record. He says, this was yesterday. He said, is Fizdale the coach you want in charge of developing Barrett, Mitch, and Knox? That's the first question. Second question, he says, are Mills and Perry who you want to build a roster around those players or to maximize the return on those players? He said, Knicks need 2 yeses to be on the right path. The coaching thing, again, Fizz's resume is not long enough to know to be definitive, yes or no. Like I said, you have seen positive steps forward.
Definitely.
You have seen positive steps forward for some of these young players. You want to see more of them playing.
Yeah.
Right? Ninja P, Mills... obviously, Ninja P's record of drafting has been pretty good. Steve Mills, not good.
Yeah, I think right now the question is, can you build a cohesive team? To me, is the biggest question.
Right.
Like, you can spot talent. That's great. But talent has to fit together and form a cohesive team. Like, you can't have 27 attack point guards and no shooters.
Yeah.
Then it'll be unbalanced.
Right.
So drafting talent, yes. Building a team, yet to be seen.
I mean, listen, I really don't believe that this was the team they intended to field out here come opening night, October 27th. This was not the team that they wanted to field. This was the team that they were stuck with based on the amount of money that they had to spend. Okay, this is how you end up with Taj Gibson getting $10 million, Elfrid getting 12 million. This is the team. They did not have many options, bro. Like I said, who wouldn't want JJ Redick to improve your 3-point shooting problems? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Who wouldn't want JJ Redick? He went to a better situation,
and that's why we have to be better, man. Because once we start to you got to you have to have proof of concept, man. That's really what it is, man.
It's a chicken or the egg. It's a chicken or the egg, man. It's a chicken or the egg. So
gotta have proof of concept, man.
Yeah.
Like, we have to get to 30 wins around to say, hey, we've gotten better. We're starting to build building blocks, and we have a system in place, and then improve from there. Because once you have proof of concept and you have the young players, then you're already in New York. Then people will come. But gotta have proof of concept.
And that's on Fizz. And that is tonight's poll. If you guys, salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button. Welcome to all new viewers. There's a little eye icon at the top right hand side of your YouTube video. That is tonight's fan poll. Vote in tonight's fan poll, and we will announce the results at the end of tonight's show. So to everybody once again for watching. We got over 1,000 people tuning in on KnicksFanTV alone. Welcome to all new. If you guys are hashtag new, leave a hashtag new in the comment section so we could shout you guys out. Once again, the CP from KnicksFanTV, my man Jay Ellis from Nick of Time Show. This is the #1 show for the fans, by the fans, in all of NBA. I won't even just say for the Knicks. This is the best show on YouTube for fans, by fans. You're hearing analysis of the game. You're getting highlights of the game. You're hearing from callers, pissed off Knicks fans who are irate. You know what I mean? Whether you want to agree with them, disagree with them, call in, tune in for your own entertainment. This is where it happens, man. You're not getting this anywhere else, people. So please support us. Subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and share these videos. There's a share icon. There's a share button on the bottom of this video. Please hit that button and share it on your social media feed. The more the merrier. Salute to Tam Hill, says he's kind of new. Salute to Tam. Hugger fella. Hashtag new. We have Geranium Fields. Hashtag new. What's going on? Glenn Dio Belaney. Hashtag new. And Jared Hopkins Marshall. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. Oh, you want to shout out, JLs?
Me shout out to AJ Waiters, man. AJ Waiters, Rich Gem. Brooklyn Charlie, man. Welcome back, Brooklyn Charlie.
Brooklyn Charlie, what's good, man?
Yeah, man. Kevin Middleton. Sir. Bagger Jones. I don't think I recognize this name. It says Knicks need Mark Jackson, man.
Everybody wants Mark, man. Everybody's, I told you Mark Jackson Hive is buzzing. It is buzzing, bro. Salute to John Louis 007 checking in from Paris. If you guys are checking in from a country outside of the U.S., throw your country in the chat right now. If you're checking in outside of the U.S., throw your country in the chat right now. My man Gotta Be Legend says best content on YouTube. He's checking in from Costa Rica, so shout out Gotta Be Legend. We got Gladiator 31356 checking in from Puerto Rico.
All right.
Dominic Paramonte, salute to Dominic. He hit me up on Instagram today, so salute to Dominic as well, man. We got Frank White checking in from Australia. Anthony Parasol. Anthony, you really in Vietnam right now? What you doing? You clubbing in Vietnam right now?
That's it.
All right, let's go to Dallas, JLs.
Okay.
We're gonna go to Dallas. We're gonna go to Lawrence first, and then Sin is on deck. Lawrence, what's going on? Lawrence from Dallas, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Been listening for a little while. I'm somewhat new.
Thanks,
I really like what you guys are doing. It's been a rough one.
Yeah.
I had tickets to go to the games Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't going. I can't do it. I can't even watch Porzingis do what he's about to do to the Knicks on Friday.
Oof.
I cannot do that. I think really, I know Fizdale, he's a problem. But I've just watched how Mills and Perry have been doing things, and I can't stand it. We're losing our young players. I have a feeling, the damage is done. I think Fizz has lost the locker room, or he's on the verge of it if he hasn't lost it already. We're not doing Trier or Dotson any favors. We're not doing any of the young guys any favors because we're not developing them the way they should be developed. We don't know if Trier or Dotson had made a step forward because we don't see them on the court. RJ don't have a choice. Frank only by chance is getting the opportunity because who knows? This game here could be the game that kind of pushes him where he needs to go. But then we all know Fizz, he's going to find some way to screw it up.
Yeah.
And that's the part that bothers me the most.
I think it has to come down between Frank and DSJ. I mean, like I said, I like what Peyton does for this team, and they have played well with him. He's not our future. I need to see more between Frank and DSJ. I need them getting the bulk of the minutes, so we can make a good decision. And likely we do know that the point guard of the future is probably going to have to come through this draft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate
the
it, guys. I know y'all got other callers.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, no problem.
Thanks, Lawrence.
All right.
Thanks a lot, man.
My man, Lawrence, man. Keep it efficient, JLs. You know what I mean? 7 seconds or less, man. He's with it. He knows what's up.
Yeah, man. You see that?
Absolutely, man. Let's shout out to Dr. Carpy checking in from Canada. We have Siami checking in from Malaysia. Tam Hill is checking in from Scotland. Mr. Mookie, Brisbane, Australia, we got in here. We got Steve Gutierrez, #1 fan in North Korea.
Wow.
Somehow, he always finds the perfect internet connection to tune in and chat with us.
Starbucks.
You know what I mean? He's not on the rule from Kim Jong-un. They haven't relegated him to reading books for life. He can watch internet, man. So shout out to Steve and his freedom out in North Korea, man.
Hell yeah.
Jamaica baby Shan Hugh, big up Shan Hugh. Somebody said I don't big up the boroughs enough, JLs. They said I hate on the boroughs. I was born in Brooklyn, man. Come on, man.
Oh, yeah, he's born in Brooklyn.
Come on, man. I always love the boroughs, man. I got people all over the way. Jack Peters is no way he's from North Korea. Nah, he's not from North Korea, man. No way, man. They can't do these type of things. All right, Sin. Speaking of Brooklyn, Sin, what's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
Hey, thank you, bro. You know I be calling all the time. I be on hold 45 minutes.
Sim, sorry, man. You guys gotta understand. We have a ton of calls in the queue, man. We love to hear from everybody, and you know we have to go in order. You know, it's just how it is, man. So I appreciate the patience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I love y'all though, bro. For real.
Thanks, man.
I'm on here every day after every game. But yo, what I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about, like, the lineup, but not just the lineup, like the identity. Like, every team in the NBA, not just NBA, all sports have an identity. Even the Yankees, they get a pitcher or two, and they pay for all the hitters. You know, Mike D'Antoni, we used to have Mike D'Antoni as a coach. He's straight scorer, 110% scoring, and no defense. So it's like, what's our identity? Are we offense or are we defense? So if you look at it like that, who's our defense? What? Don't say Frank and Mitch. That's two defenders out of fucking 10, 15 players.
That's it, man. Keep it
so
family.
we need to figure out offensive defense. Yeah, we got a lot more offensive players than we do have defensive players. So if it's like that, then let's play ISO. You know what I'm saying? Let's play all the offensive players, because at the end of the day, we not playing defense. So if it's like that, let's score with them. So we're not going to play defense and stop them. Let's score with them. So let's throw ISO in. Let's throw Brizdenkis. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people speaking on Brizdenkis. I like him, bro. He's a little strong. Man. He's not. Yeah, he's not all that. But so I'm saying Knox. Let's throw offense in, because at the end of the day, that's the only way we're going to beat these teams is offense. We have no defense. And don't say Frank's going to guard every player on the court.
That's what you're looking at
right now.
Did
you watch the game today?
Yeah, facts. Appreciate the calls. Appreciate the call. I mean...
He guarded every player on the court.
Now Sid wants to outgun everybody, JLs. We just not that team. We don't have the shooters for that, man. You still got to get stops, man.
I was glad you said something, because I was going to tell him, because we can't outscore no one here.
Yeah, we can't. We don't do that well either.
We don't do that well
either.
Like, I think how many? What's our average right now? Like 104.
I gotta check. I
think we're the 27th ranked offense in the league right now.
Oh yeah, we're terrible.
Yeah. We haven't scored more than like 104 points.
When you seeing guys dropping their hands, when you seeing the rotations not being good, that's on the coach, man. He has to get the most out of these guys. We can't just settle for saying, "Oh, this guy's not good. This guy's not good. This guy's not good." Coach has to hold him accountable. Bobby Portis is out there being a matador.
Oh yeah.
He's the matador. By the Bulls. Yeah. Yeah, he was drafted by the Bulls, right? Go figure. So he brings that mentality here.
Exactly.
You got to take him out.
Matador.
You got to take him out. Go smaller. Like Sin said, go with Iggy. Go with Iggy and Randle at the 5. Shake things up. Iggy's going to play hard. He's going to play hard to try to stay out there.
Yeah, he might have to, man. It might be that time, man.
Yeah.
Get these guys in here.
Absolutely, man.
ISO, everybody on the bottom of the bench. Get them all here.
Yes, indeed. Let's go to Atlantic City. Let's go to Joe. Joe, did you hit the tables tonight after this loss, man? Did you hit the crap tables after this loss?
No, I didn't. I wish I did, though. I should have after that game, but honestly, it was a good offensive game, man. I feel like it was well balanced. Everyone kind of, held their weight, but it's just not enough when you let the other team score 96 points in 3 quarters. Like, what is that, 32 points every quarter for the first 3 quarters? Yeah, I don't know what they scored in the last one, but that just means we're not playing any defense, man. And you know what else I'm seeing right now? I'm seeing a lot of guys putting their heads down. They're just complaining for every call, and they're taking their focus off the game, and they're not stepping up and like having that bulldog mentality where we gotta play, we gotta win. When you're arguing every call, they're not showing enough.
They're not showing enough resiliency, man. They're not showing enough resiliency.
There's no one. Yeah, man. There's no one like saying like, "Yo, guys, let's do this." Like, they're just complaining. I see a bunch of complainers. I don't see any leaders, man. And that's our number one problem.
Hey, that's a fact.
I swear.
Yeah, that's a great point. There's no leadership right now, JL.
But I don't know, how do
like, how do you guys feel? Do you feel like tonight was more our defense was slacking, or
Yes.
like do you feel we
Absolutely.
just didn't have enough offensive intensity?
Yes.
Like,
I think the
you know, like the last caller said, like we could outshoot them.
Yeah,
But
I think the defense. You know what I was thinking, Jay Ellis? Even in
What?
the first half, it was like the Pistons were out by lead. They were up by 4. They were up by 6. We cut it to 2. Then they go back up. We cut it. Well, like I said, we just could not string together enough stops to really take command of the game. Like we were always trying to either keep the pace or catch up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We couldn't get those key stops on defense. He was either like Tony Snell would clap back, or they would get those leak outs off the long rebound, or it would be Markieff Morris, or in the paint, or Andre Drummond, of course, getting those high percentages. We could not stop them.
Yeah, man, we couldn't stop them. We made stupid little mistakes, like you said, with the leak out on the second chance points. Like the rebounding was bad once Mitchell Robinson came out to it. That was a huge.
Yeah,
difference.
we lost on the boards.
And in the free throw shooting as well. The free throw shooting has been a big Achilles heel of us all year. I mean, all year hasn't been that long, but that's something else we have to definitely shore up. But defense for sure is the biggest thing that's been holding us back.
I mean, if you look at it, Randle 3 rebounds, Morris 4 rebounds, Mitch had 4 in 8 minutes.
Yeah,
RJ had the most on the team with 6.
Like, I wonder what their second chance points numbers are.
I gotta check that stat, man.
Yeah.
I gotta check that stat.
Yo, guys, can I just say one more thing before I go?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, every Knicks fan knows this. At the end of the day, any team could be anybody. Don't pull ourselves out now. I know we're 1-7, but we could easily be 7-1. I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, we got to fire the coach. We need to get new players." That's not what real Knicks fans would say. We could say, "Yo, we're still in this. We just got to keep going, man. We can't give up now. It's too early to give up."
I hear you, man. And Joe's an optimist. We're starting to learn that he's an optimist, and we appreciate that, man. But the problem is, we've been losing for 20 years. We've been losing since last year. 17 games we won, man. It's rough. It's rough out here, man. It just seems like there's no ending in sight. We know we're rebuilding. We know it's going to take time, JLs. We're not trying to make the play. It's not like playoffs is a realistic possibility. We just want to just let me string together. Can we go on a 2-game win streak?
Let's do that.
It's baby steps, man. Just baby steps.
Do that. 2-game winning streak. I would like that. A winning streak. Can we get on a 1-game win streak? Can we do that?
I just just a little something, man.
Can we win one, lose one? Can we do that?
It just doesn't look good, man. It just doesn't look good. And then when you look at the schedule that we're looking at, come the middle of this month for the next 2 months thereafter, it's gonna get ugly before it gets better, bro. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. And that's where my pessimism comes from.
Yeah, how long does our pancakes schedule last, man? Like, how long does that go?
Let me see if I could pull it up here. I had it up here. So to everybody in the chat once again. Alex, what was that stat that you just shared? I missed it. If you could pull that back up. Let me get the schedule again. So we got the Porzingis games. Then we have that's November 20th to the 9th. All right, so let me pull up that schedule. November 20th to January 9th. Well, that's certainly going to include December 10th at Portland, December 10th at Golden State, December 13th at Sac, December 15th in Denver. Then you have January 3rd, Phoenix, who's a tough team now. January 5th, Clippers. January 7th, Lakers. January 8th, Utah. That's just December through January. That's just your 2 West Coast trips, December through January. Let me pull up the full. Let me pull up the full schedule to make this even more realistic and painful for the masses.
Oh man.
So to everybody in the chat once again, let me just pull this up here. Hang
rough.
tight, people. Yeah, it's gonna be rough, man.
Rough.
It's going to be rough. All right, let's pull the schedule up. See what we got dealing. See what we're dealing with here. Okay. So let me just make this a little bit bigger. Some people might need glasses. Okay. All right, here we go. Friday, Dallas. You got Cleveland, who's playing well. Next Thursday, Dallas. You got Charlotte, who's playing well.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland again. All right, here's where it starts. November 20th at Philly. 23rd, San Antonio. 24th, back-to-back against Brooklyn. Again, back-to-backs.
Okay.
27th, Toronto and Toronto. 29th, home against Philly. December 1st, Boston. December 2nd, at Milwaukee Bucks. December 5th, home against Denver. December 7th, the Pacers. Malcolm Brogdon is killing it right now.
Oh, man.
December 10th is a West Coast trip. At Portland, at Golden State, at Sacramento, at Denver. December 17th, Atlanta. That's not a gimme anymore. Trae Young balling.
Yep.
December 20th in Miami. No gimme.
Nope.
21st, Milwaukee again. 23rd, Wizards. Is that the next win against?
I don't know, man.
Is December 23rd?
I don't know, man.
The next win.
I can't call what's a win now anymore, though.
Facts. January 1st, home against Portland. January 3rd at the Suns. January 5th at the Clippers. January 7th at the Lakers. January 8th at Utah. Zion game, January 10th. I mean, and then, you know, things get varied from there. It's ugly, man.
I'm looking at Cole Anthony clips right now.
At what point do we move to our lottery programming?
We do the lottery next week, bro.
It's going to be early, folks. It's going to be early, man. We got to call Spencer, get him prepped.
Breakdown of a LaMelo Ball.
Anthony Edwards highlights are going to be shown. It's gonna be tough.
Man. Yikes.
Oof, it's going to be a cold winter, bro. Man.
Jeez.
It is going to be a cold winter, bro. Hang in there, Knicks fans. Hang in there, man. All right, let's go back to the phones. We'll take a couple more and then we'll wrap. So to everybody in the chat once again, please hit that thumbs up button for your boys. That was Joe. Appreciate it, Joe. Let's go back to South Carolina. James, what's going on, man? How you feeling, bro?
Hey, what's up, CPJ Ellis, man? Man, this is a rough night. Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. How you doing, bro?
All right. So, look, man, I might have a solution, man. You know how D'Antoni brought in Woodson as a defensive specialist? Fizdale needs some help, bro. He ain't got no offense, man. None. We had 2.5 seconds left at the end of the first quarter. No play. He do a spread 4. Come on, man. I coach kids. Bro, I would have at least 2 screening pops going on, 4 people with their hands up looking for a shot. We got less than 3 seconds. Somebody got to shoot.
Yeah.
He ain't got no plays, man. And I'm on that. You know, I understand we can't just keep flipping on coaches and get a new, you know, all the turnover with Fizdale. But Fizdale needs some help, man. He ain't got no offense, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's ugly, man.
You know? And maybe Mike Miller is that move. Maybe Mike Miller is that move, man. I don't know. I take Woodson as an offensive coach. At this point, we be a ball club again.
That was the call of the night, man. That was it, man. That was it, bro. That was it, bro. Appreciate the call, Jay. That was the call of the night, Jay Ellis. That was the call of the night, man. He said he'd take Mike Woodson right now.
Offensive mastermind Mike Woodson.
Oh my God! You know what? My man Eric Booker, shout out Eric Beats. He came and through and rocked with us at the suite opening night. He had a good point. You know, how does everybody feel about Brett Brown these days? How does everybody feel about Brett Brown, the coach of the Sixers these days? You know, back in the day, we could recall very, very short memories, bro. Because just a few years ago, people were calling him, you know, everything under the sun. Everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Everybody, especially Philly, you know, Philly sports fans, you want to say we have no patience. Philly's the same way.
Oh yeah, they'll kill Santa Claus.
Right? Right? All of a sudden now, everything's Philly. Okay, Philly. All right, Philly could win the East now. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they have talent.
That talent matters.
Talent matters too,
talent
man.
Definitely matters.
Talent matters. I'm not giving Fizz a complete pass. All I'm saying is I'd like to see a couple more upgrades here from a talent standpoint.
There's blame to go all around here.
There's blame to go all around.
There was no one answer.
Yes, agreed. But like I said, if you're going into this thing with Julius Randle and Marcus Morris as your best players, you're not going to be a good team, no matter who else is on the roster, bro. That's just realistic. That's just being realistic.
That's a fact. We need to develop these guys quick. We're supposed to have a development coaching. We need to develop these guys quickly, man.
So again, we want to see development. That's on Fizz. Mm-hmm. And we want to see more talent infusion. That's on Perry and Mills.
Yep.
Let's see it. RJ is a piece.
And I want to see the offense of the French national team.
He said he had that in the bag. He said he stole it. I'm still waiting. We still waiting for you to throw that out there, Fizz. Where is it?
Where's the bag?
We're still waiting to see it. I'm still waiting to see it, man. Where are the Colette plays at Unleash FIBA Frank? Where are they, man?
Call Colette. Can we call Colette?
Can we call Colette? Somebody, French Knicks podcast. Please connect us with Colette. We need him on the interview. Tell him KnicksFanTV needs answers on how to unleash Frank.
Facts, man. Colette, assistant coach.
Oh, my God. All right, let's go. Who's going to be the closer tonight? It's going to go to Delano, North Carolina, man. Delano, you're the closer tonight, man. Talk to me, bro. How you feeling, man?
Hey, salute to everybody in the chat. I'm doing all right. How about y'all guys?
Good, man. How you feeling?
All right.
Yeah, man. Listen, I just want to say I appreciate what you guys do all the time. You know what I mean? The first thing I want to address, though, we're talking a lot about the coaches and the personnel, but who's the guys that's responsible for putting all that together? Scott Perry and Steve Mills. Scott Perry just got there. So why are we not looking at firing Steve Mills? Because he's the one that's been in charge of putting this roster together before Scott Perry arrived.
I'll tell you why very quickly. I can tell you why very quickly.
Dolan.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
James Dolan
which goes to...
He's loyal. That's his guy. Steve Mills has been here for a long time. That's not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's where the whole, change into the culture situation, where I can't look at just Fizdale alone. I have to look at everything else. If James Dolan really wants to change his culture and get back to winning, I think you really have to clean house, because you've got guys that you say, okay, we're going to clean house, but you keep 7 of the guys if you got a 12-man office. So what exactly did you clean? You just got rid of a few people that don't agree with you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think at the end of the day, the roster problem, again, it falls on the front office. You're the ones that implemented this roster. Hey, this guy deserves the X amount of dollars for X amount of years. That's not on Coach Fizdale. Fizdale's problem is not being able to put the talent together. But I also look at, again, these guys have been these players from the very beginning. You've already seen what these guys can do. Portis' issue with defense is not a new thing. That's always been his problem. That's always been his knock. The same thing with Randle. I'm going to keep saying it because I've always said this even from the beginning of free agency. It was a failure, but the biggest problem I have is we don't have a starting caliber point guard, and we don't have another legitimate center. And I would have rather, if you were going to go for anything, you could have brought back Von Lee on another cheap contract for one more year. And because of the fact that he doesn't require all that extra movement, you know what I'm saying? He spaces the floor a little bit better than Randle does. And I also look at the fact that you could have brought in a Robin Lopez, because if you're looking at rim protection and defense,
Rollo. But again, let me just stop you there, though. I hear you with Rollo. Somebody even in the chat earlier said, Bojan Bogdanovic. That was a guy, JLs, we talked about every night on the free agency show. Yeah, who's to say they wanted to come here? Rollo was not going to come here over the Milwaukee Bucks to play with his brother. Bogdanovic was not going to come here to over playing for Utah. That's why when these guys said on media day, you can control what you can control. Meaning, just because a guy's out there doesn't mean we could necessarily get him. I need to know. Yeah, we don't know for sure who we definitely missed out on. That's all I'm saying.
And I also like to say too, like we traded Tim Hardaway Jr., which was, a great move.
Yeah,
so we were missing a guy who can average 20 points, who can carry the offense, and because we don't have that reputation to attract these big guys yet, Julius Randle was it. We kind of had to try to see if what we saw last year from Julius Randle was a fluke or not. So that's why he has the deal he has, and that's why he's here. So, I mean, it makes sense, and it makes sense to bring him here if he's averaged 21 points a game last season. Now, maybe we do need an actual point guard to unlock what Julius Randle was giving the Pelicans last year, or even the Lakers the year before that. So, I mean, I do agree with you, but as far as a 20-point scorer, someone that can, like, I wanted Vonleh here too, but I still feel like we needed somebody who can potentially score more points than Vonleh could.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crying for Vonleh. I'll let y'all know that. It is what it is. Whatever. Yeah. I'm talking about more important players. Like, I don't, I just don't know. Obviously, outside of the obvious, I just don't know who were the guys that we said, okay, damn, we could have had him, and he could have made us a better fit than a Portis. You know what I mean? Well, some people say, okay, Portis was a result of not knowing that Morris was available, and I probably think so. I probably do think so. You know what I mean?
And on top of that, I also wanted to add too. On top of that, the reason that we signed Ellington was because of shooting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the difference between him and Dotson is 0.4 points on the 3-point line.
Yeah,
that is, to me, it was a wasted signing. Because again, Dotson can do a little bit more. He's not, leaps and bounds better, but he can do a little bit more than what Wayne Ellington does. He's a 3-and-D guy, but again, he can't put it on the floor with consistency. At least with Dot. Dot can do that. Dot can give you a little bit of floor spacing and can create his own shot. He might not be able to create for others, but he can at least create for himself. And I thought that was more prominent than trying to get somebody else who can space the floor when we needed shooting, which is, I think, why I look at, again, the same guys I always talk about, and even the J. Michael Green. Mm-hmm. J. Michael Green can actually hit the three the same way, from the baseline. I think if we just had another guy that drove and kicked, we could have got that. And the way that Barrett plays, it's evident that he's the kind of player that we could have used last year to propel those guys that was getting those looks, but had maybe a contested shot or a semi-contested shot, and would have gotten a little bit more freer. So, like I said, I don't blame Fizdale right away, and I don't want to go through the coaching carousel every season. But that, and I think that's the only reason I'm not on that fire Fizdale train.
Okay, all right, but appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate the call, Dolan. Yeah, JL's like I say, man. It's 8 games.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, the bad news is we're 1-7, or 1-6, 1-7. The good news is it could have been 0-7. That Bulls game. I mean, it could have been 0-8. That Bulls game, we got lucky there, but
definitely.
We got to come together. This is what we have. This is, again, keep it to the rebuild. This is still about our youth through this 82-game stretch. It's still about that. Yes, we want to see W's. We're tired of losing. We're tired of getting embarrassed. Especially when you support this team. But, it just is what it is, man. Friday's another day, and we'll pick it up in Dallas, man. We'll pick it up in Dallas. Hopefully we'll have Mitch in tow.
Please.
We'll see, man. But on that note, JL, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Yo, check this out, family. All right. Nigga Time Show is back in effect. We are on YouTube right now. If you want to see the latest installment of Nigga Time Show on YouTube, just click that little eye in the right corner of that screen. It will take you to the last episode, and you can watch it. Episode 94, Knicks. Ironically, it's called Baby Steps, but we're taking steps backwards right now. It's still a great episode, so definitely check that out. Also, check out our writers on thenickatimeshow.com. We have some cool writers on here with us. We have Ken, Dave hasn't written in a while, so, and also some other writers as well. So definitely check that out. Link is in the description. Also follow me on all social media at the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Facebook and Instagram. That is all. Back to you, C.
Oh man, J. Ellis, hang in there, man. Hang in there, bro. Better days ahead, man. Better days ahead, man. Yeah, man. Salute to everybody that came in here. No doubt about it, man. We had over 1,000 people come in here and talk about a Knicks loss, man. We appreciate everybody's support. Please share these videos. Please hit that thumbs up on the way out. Very important to support this show. Please subscribe to the channel. Very important. I'm on my way to 20,000 strong. Trying to get there before Christmas, man. So share these videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. It can't. Every number counts for me. So if you can please hit that subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. This show is available in audio podcast format. Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Amazon Alexa. Talk to your Alexa. Just say play KnicksFanTV. And you'll play Here Tonight's show. All the podcast links for your favorite platform is in the description below. Real quick before we go, I want to shout out everybody that sent the super chat as well. Tank Mode, One Young Bale, Juan Show, Tank Mode again, Steve Stark, thank you. Some Dude, thank you. James Howard sent the super chat. Joel John, I Won't Lose 187, we appreciate it. Above the Rim, BK, we appreciate it. He wants Kenny Smith, Jay Ellis.
I need experience.
Yeah. Ari says, Fire Ninja Turtle P and Fizdale.
Ninja Peach teas in stores now.
Yeah.
Link in the bio.
Facts, man. Lucas Blythe, thank you for the super chat. And Michael Parker, #1 fan of the show, thanks for the super chat, man. The super chats, all the donations go a very long way. We're trying to build this thing a grassroots movement, the best channel for the fans, by the fans that we can make. And with your support, we are well on our way. We will be announcing our Patreon subscription coming up soon. And like I said, man, this is, if you're not satisfied with the coverage that you're getting from other outlets, we won't name names. This is where it's at, man. So we want you guys to come back here every post-game, win or lose, man. It's about the fans, it's about how we feel. And yeah, man, we just appreciate all the support thus far, man. So we will see you guys Friday night. Kristaps Porzingis, Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, I'm not giving up hope yet, Jay Ellis.
All right, let's get it.
In Fizz, we trust, man.
I feel a lot better if we had Mitch, man.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man. Say a prayer for Mitch, man. We'll see you guys Friday night.